So the question is, are we digitally literate enough? Now, if they're talking about me, I wouldn't even put the enough night. I would have just say, am I digitally literate?
Are you literate? Period.
Rachel Callahan is a digital communications consultant. She wouldn't be like Simone. She's not rude. And she's here with us. Good morning. Welcome to Smile.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be here with you guys today.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. Are we digitally literate enough?
When we start with what it is. In order to know if we're there, we need to know what it is.
Right.
When we talk about digital literacy, what are you talking about?
I think, first of all, a lot of times when people hear digital literacy, they think, am I able to use the device, the phone, the PC, whatever it is? But digital literacy is made up of a couple things. The four main ones are, yes, you're technically able to use the device. Secondary, you are able to create and communicate information. Third, you want to be sure that you can critically analyze the information being presented to you. And finally, you want to be a good digital citizen.
Go back to number 3. What you said?
Number three was being able to critically analyze information presented.
Explain that.
So, I mean, we are consuming data and information every day, but we know that not all of it is true. Not all of it makes sense. There's a lot of garbage out there, to put it like that. But you have to be able to critically analyze the information presented. Who is it coming from? Is it credible? Is it something that I can trust to share and propagate further?
Good digital citizen. I think about that and I think about our children, right?
Okay, good.
Not only should they be, but we should be for them. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of them are now traversing this digital space. And I want to look at some stats here, Rachel, that we're coming across. 2022, this is a dated study. I'm sure the numbers are different now. Approximately 58% of Jamaicans 15 years and older participated in this program. It's called PISA, Program for International Student Assessment. 78.1% of them have internet at home. That's excluding smartphones.
Okay, that's good.
65.8 had a computer or tablet specifically for schoolwork. 68.1 had access to educational software or apps. But we're looking at leisure now. On the weekends, 52.9% of them said they use digital devices for more than 3 hours daily for recreation, compared to 25.4% for school.
Okay.
So, what is that telling us about digital literacy for them? They were digitally fluent, no?
I would agree with the fluency, but let me put a little caveat. I mean, as humans, we default to entertainment. Entertainment is far more attractive than spending the time learning and getting information. So I think that tracks socially with how we behave. I do think, though, that there clearly is an opportunity for us to utilize these digital tools for more than just kiki and having a good time online.
Yeah, Simone went to the youngsters. I go back to number 3 again.
Okay.
How do you get young people to evaluate, as you said, the information critically?
Well, that's something that you have to teach over time. And by the way, it's not just young people. Let's not fixate only on our young people because they are a little bit more savvy. But it's analyzing, what's the source of information? We trust and know TVJ as journalists. They are online. Maybe that is a trusted news source. There are so many people who are online presenting information. How do we assess who we can trust to get information online? Now you have to teach them that.
Okay, just before we continue, you saw the folks coming in. Those are the folks who've been waiting to get the free phone, and you saw them just now on screen. They've been outside since I got here. A lot of them have been outside since, someone told me they got here at 3-something this morning, and now they're on their way to get their new phone. Yep, Sim?
So we spoke about young people, older people. Let's talk about businesses and how businesses can use digital literacy to transform how they do business and how customers benefit.
So there's so many ways that digital tools can be implemented in business. It boils down to what your need is as a business. As business people, we're providing services, but there may be processes internally that we can make more efficient so that we are better service providers. So we're talking about anywhere you have a little gap. Maybe you want to use something like Canva so that your marketing is more consistent. You can use third-party applications for your social media. Very simple, wide gamut. It does not have to be this big, complicated inclusion of tech into your business for efficiency.
And can I teach myself all of this? Because we're in an area now that banks, they're saying they're going to close their branches because paperless now and can't write a check. And so can I just go online and say, all right, how am I going to do this? Or do I need someone like Simone? And I'm being very serious because she's obviously proficient. Do I need someone to teach me? Whether I'm young or I'm old, or I can maneuver this myself?
I think if you're committed enough, you can try. These are things that when people are designing tools, they're thinking about how your user experience. But I know especially for our older audience, it may be helpful to have someone walk you through that first and foremost, and then you just practice. It's not out of reach for everybody, but I know it can be daunting to begin with.
Yeah, that's the part I was heading to, because as Ned said, a lot of these organizations are moving to online, paperless, they don't want you in the branches, and a certain demographic I think is at a disadvantage where that is concerned. So how do we address gaps like those, Rachel?
Well, I think organizations and businesses have to build that demographic into their thought process when they're going through their digital transformation. It's not enough to say, this is our new process, come hell or high water, you have to figure it out. At least for a time period, they need to make assistance for those people available so that they can get a level of comfort for an extended period of time, get used to the system, and then you can slowly, hand them over to using
all
that
right,
system.
we're looking at the first person who got a free phone this morning. That's him right there. There's Tanya with. I don't know if Tanya want to take the phone from the man.
Hopefully he will be very digitally literate.
Final
be a
question
good digital citizen and so on.
Final question from me, young and old. We're most afraid of AI?
I don't think you should be afraid of AI. AI is a tool like anything else, first and foremost. So embrace its usage, try to understand it. There are many different ways to implement AI. And also, fun fact, AI has been around and included in the software and things that we use for years. It's just that it's now becoming accessible to the mainstream person. So don't be afraid. Just like with any other tool, take your time, get to learn how you can use it best for you, and make it work.
Yep. Okay. So Jamaica on the path of digital. Digital literacy. Say it 3 times fast.
Digital literacy, digital literacy, digital
Okay.
literacy.
I would ask Rachel, but I don't know if it's fair. 3 times fast, Rachel.
Digital literacy, digital literacy, digital literacy.
That's fair. That's not fair. You practice.
You go slow. Rachel Callahan, digital communications consultant.
Thank you very much.
I was scared of saying. I tell you when
I don't want to hear morning show. Wednesdays. It's a Wednesdays.
No. This is something serious.
Okay.
There's Rachel. Thanks again. Blessings. Sit with us. We'll soon come.